Well then, hello and welcome to Space Engineers Never Surrender. Let's get to it. I do hope you guys are doing well. I've been sick this week, so it's been really difficult to get around to recording. And boy oh boy do I have a lot more work left to do on the ship. I want to complete it in the next couple of episodes. I think I'm gonna do it in about 2 more. For the most part, the front is basically done. I just have to go and cut a little bit of a hole somewhere. Something is loading in. That's something new. I haven't seen this one before. It's going to be a Corvette, a Stiletto. Interesting. I don't think I can really access the weapons from anywhere outside. We do have to be in a control seat. I still got so much work to do on the inside as well. Let's see if we can just quickly go and get one of the Gatling guns here. Got no idea which one is going to be which. I just want to try and take a look at this little cruiser there. And the shield is of course going to be in the way. Oh, that is quite annoying. I was really hoping to take a look at it, but nonetheless, I've got a bunch of work to do today. So I want to come around here towards the left hand side here where I'm going to add the second wingtip. We do need to add a couple of weapons towards the back as well, and that's why I got that other platform going out that side. It's going to be a bit more tricky to get this one done, because I have to keep in mind that I want to be flying in and out where the ships almost went down another level. And that is definitely going to be interesting. So I'm going to go with the slow blocks going inside, just in order to have a little dip section that I can go in and out from. And then what I'm thinking of doing, since I'm going to be expanding this out a little bit further, the last couple of blocks around the outside are going to be removed. We'll go and grind a hole in there in order to get a conveyor section in, just so that we can load up the weapons with ammo. Oh, this is going to be tricky.
Inventory full.
I have to be really careful. We can't drop any components. The moment we do, it's just going to be flying right outside the shield. And that is not something that's very good. Causes a lot of clang problems. Okay, so we got those ones removed. Just come and drop this in here as well. Shouldn't be too bad. I might need a couple of steel plates though. Oh boy, it's getting a bit low. 36k. I'm definitely gonna need to get some more iron. I think I ran out of it. But regardless of that, let me just make sure it's going to be exactly the same distance apart from the hangar doors there. I think we can do it this way, and then we'll add another armor block over this side. And maybe add a couple of weapons around the side then instead of having some thrusters. Might be interesting. Just get a couple of blocks down this side. Yeah, it's something else designing a ship like this from scratch, but that should work. We'll definitely have to come and add some other slow blocks next to it. But let's plan out where the weapons are going to be first. And most likely where this is going to end up will form the shape towards the backside as well there. Let me just mess around here with a couple of blocks and see what I can get done. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have an issue here with my steel plates. I'm definitely out of iron, so I'm going to need to go and mine some really soon. But for the most part, I think this should be okay in order to just go ahead and test everything out. And I'll definitely be able to, oh boy, if Copycat is going to stop, be able to load it up from back here as well without having to fly all the way into the station. It's also going to be really nice because this is going to be its permanent location when we're going out to space there. Okay, back to getting some blocks placed. I'm going to need some more steel plate. Let me just come and grab it. Oh boy, I'm getting ridiculously low already. Well, that's going to be interesting. I think I have to just keep on focusing on getting some of the blocks down, and then I'll go and mine some iron a bit off camera and get the rest of it welded up during the week. I'm gonna have to really push this in order to get everything done. So I've got the conveyor down there. I can weld the rest up on the inside. If I need to, I'll just do exactly the same as the front and cut off the outer blocks in order to weld the other ones first. The main thing is I do want to get the design part done, as it is the most important section of this entire build then. Interesting. That is going to be a bit lower than that side. I wonder if that's going to be a problem, because we do have to come down by another 3 or 4 blocks because of this section here at the front. So the lower side is going to be a bit thicker than the top side, I think. And it depends on where all of the thrusters are going to need to be. Just want to make sure if something spawned. We got a lethal UTC encounter. That's interesting. And we got a Reaver somewhere. Come on, I saw the Reaver signal. Where was it now? It just popped up for a moment. Okay, nonetheless, it should be while we getting some lag now and then. It's only the ships loading in. But nonetheless, I still have to continue on here. Oh, what a week it's been. Still hurts a lot though, having to talk so much, but we'll just push through it and get this done. Okay, back over the side. We got 4 artillery turrets at the back, artillery cannons, not the turrets, and 2 towards the front side. Got the indentation where we can go inside. Yeah, I think this should have been 1 block higher, but there's just no way that I'm gonna break this entire thing down. Absolutely no way. I might just actually bring it down by 1 more block, and then we'll add our little slope section that we got going over there. Meaning it's gonna look something like this. Let me just get the correct rotation here. And then we go over to this one. Back over to our slope block. And just continue along like this. So that will be for the other wingtip. I'll definitely have to leave the gap for the conveyors before I accidentally close this off too far. Just make sure the weapon is going to be on top of that one. Oh boy. Yeah, this shield definitely pushes everything out. But regardless of that, we got the conveyor over there, right? So we do need to connect the block up that side. And then back down like this. And it's still going to give a lot of armor protection, which is going to be really good. This thing really needs to survive. Interesting part is getting this other section now. We can flip it over that way. And then if we use this block, how's that gonna look? Still needs to come down a lot here though. So hopefully it's not gonna look too bad. No thruster placements will go in here. I do wonder if we should add a weapon. But on the other hand, I don't think we need it. We'll just add the same weapons we got on top down there to the bottom side. And that mirror will be more than enough to add a little bit of protection there for the weapons. And also towards the back side. So something like this should do. Go back in there. 1 more solid block, then we come down with the slope one. And we still have to get around to painting the ship. That should be something interesting as well. Yeah, I do have to continue with this line. Just needed to be absolutely sure. Okay, that's going to be incorrect over there. So the slope section on this side is going to be a little bit more different. Because we got that flat section that we're going to be adding onto this here. So what I'm thinking is this one needs to be ground down and changed. And hopefully this might work. Then we'll add another solid block over that side. It all depends how I'm gonna bring it down from there. Oh boy, we got a lot of work left to do. A lot of work. So let's add that one over there. Then I'm guessing what I'm going to be doing is adding a slope going down like this. And we can add the cornered piece over that side. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to do this back section. Because I'm using so much space there. And not really filling it up with anything. Yeah, it still needs to come down with this though. And then this needs to be changed to the slope one. I can just find my correct buttons over here. There we go, that's better. And then it's going to come down with the curved corner. And then back down just to the normal slope going around the edge. And I think that should be it for most of the design work for this. There's not a lot of options with the blocks, but having to place them down gets interesting on its own. Yeah, I think over there should be okay. Just a couple of solid blocks to go on the inside. I might actually add some batteries or extra tanks in there as well, along with the smaller tanks that I was planning on adding on the underside in the previous episode. Yeah, there's so much we can do, and I think I might actually have to go and add a couple more gyros, because the few that I added in is definitely not gonna be enough in order to fully turn the ship at all. And now then, with that being said as well, I don't really care much for the direction of the gyroscopes here, just because it doesn't really matter all that much. I'll never be using the override, so it's not gonna be a problem. I think about that many gyros in each wing should be enough. I don't want to be expanding it out towards the back here. I'll be adding in the conveyors and adding a couple extra batteries within this wing as well. And hopefully that's going to sort out most of the power issue. Now I do want to come and take a look towards the back side here. I did add a little section on top that's going to wrap around this side, and I do want to try and get it to somewhat match up with this going down from here. And how do I want to do this is going to be the big question, because we do have to bring it down, I think. Let's see if we can get this to match up real quick. See if we get that over there. I don't think that's gonna work. Luckily it's not too much of a difference in the gap there. But what if we bring it down with another one of those other weird cornered blocks, the inverted corner? And then over this side we just bring it back to a solid block. So something like this will give me a section that I can run down on and hopefully not look too bad. I think let's add it in. It's the only way to take a look at this. So it's going to be something like that. We can add a solid block underneath. Oh man, I'm gonna have to cut down so many things in order to get to the welding. But nonetheless, I do have to get the design work done here. So we can add it something like that. It's not really gonna match up with the front, is that? Because here it tapers down towards that side. Oh, this is going to be interesting, but for the most part I can access the hangar easily. We got a reaver. What are you gonna attack there, buddy? Hopefully he's not gonna come in close. That's about 6 kilometers out, so he's definitely seeing something else. So we're gonna need a bunch of thrusters towards the back here in order for thrust forward. The blocks over that side should have enough gap not to be affected by those thrusters. Well, I think that should be fine. I do want to add a couple more weapons on top here at the back. So I'm gonna have to extend this outwards. But I don't want to go too far. And we can still add a couple of weapons on the underside if I really need to. Probably gonna be the ugliest looking ship ever, this thing. So we're gonna go down by 2 slow blocks over here as well then. Just in order to keep everything symmetrical there. Just flip you around. Get a nice little corner section over here. And then we can just bring this out a little bit more and decide on where the weapons are gonna be. Shouldn't be too bad. But I definitely need to get a lot more iron if I plan on welding this ship up within the next 2 episodes. And it's gonna take a hell of a lot of work. I'm still gonna bring this slope out a little bit further this side. And it's gonna give a broader middle section then. Oh, there's so many things that I still want to change as well. That's the tricky thing. While you're building, you see so many other things that you can change, especially like this reach here as well, going right through. I'm gonna have to do something over here to expand this out as well. Yeah, that's gonna be quite interesting. I wonder what can we do there. Because I do need to access this hangar. I can't close that off in another way.
Low.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me just go and grab some fuel real quick. Without that, we are gonna have quite a bit of an issue. May as well just fill up on the energy as well there. And then let's come and take a look at finishing up this backside. Coming around from the wingtip. So somewhere over here we do need to bring it out a little bit further. And then over here we're gonna need to add a different block. What am I gonna do over here? Maybe something like that, and then the cornered piece. So if we add that in there, we can start bringing it down with another slow block. Just go down. And it's going to be interesting to see how far that goes back. So I think I'm going to leave it about here for now. Can't really see all the way through to there. Which means this has to go down by another one. And now how do we match this side up? Oh, this is interesting. Quite difficult, but very interesting to try and do something like this. We're gonna need solid blocks going through that side. I think here we can taper it going inwards. Oh, this is interesting. It's between the blocky section and some rectangular sections. Interesting. How do I want to do this now? Because we can't bring it in from this side already, or can we? Just want to take a look at the blocks. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, it's gonna be so interesting to get this to fit. Holy bugger. So if we do something like that, it should be okay. But this side is going to be a lot different. Yeah, I need to get this welded up, otherwise I won't be able to see what it's really gonna look like. So let me grab Copycat and get that done. Quite interesting that the sun is also setting. It's gonna make it a little bit more difficult to see as well, but for the most part I think I'm gonna keep with this shape here. I just don't know what we are gonna do with the thrusters, and I still have to go and what's that now? Sector is under UTC lockdown. Oh, wait a minute, we got another Reaver invader over there by the junk ore handling facility now. Okay, those buggers are definitely not taking their time to go through them. As long as they keep away from us, we should be good to go, especially with a shield. So I just want to take a look at this corner real quick. I'll get everything welded up in the next episode and show any changes that I do make. I just want to go and grab some iron ore real quick because I'm definitely in a world of hurt when it comes to steel plates. I'm using up the very last amounts that I have here. Just to take a look at this. And I know there's a gaping hole in here. Don't worry about it. We'll get it sorted out. I think I'm going to keep with this. Yes, it's going to be such a weird looking ship. But as long as it flies and it can defend itself and also defend that station that we have to go to in the middle of space. I think I'm out of steel plates now. Yeah, there we go. I'm completely out of steel plates. As long as we can defend that other little station that we have to go to in order to prevent the drones from taking it out, we should be okay. I do hope you enjoyed the episode, and that I'm going to see you in the next one. Then we'll start working towards the back section. I'll get this mirrored on the other side there as well. Wait a minute. 4 kilometers for a Reaver Berserker. Is that going to be the second Reaver going towards that handling facility over there? Why on earth would they be doing that? Interesting. Reavers are definitely a lot worse than the orcs there. But okay, nonetheless, I think that's going to be it. We got most of the work designed towards the wingtip there for the backside, and also this little area that we can come and land on just in order to access the ship. That's going to be the important part of that. And then we do need to add a couple of weapons over here to defend the ship. A lot of thrusters towards the back, and I think we might even add a reactor or two in there, because I don't think the power is gonna last on this. We're having quite a bit of an issue with that. But nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed and that I see you there. Thanks for watching. Alpha Blazed Gamer out.